Hello and welcome to Linux user channel, and in this short tutorial we will take a look at ultimate cloud backup solution for all popular operating systems and its Rclone tool. If you take a look at the official website, this tool is available for Windows operating system, Mac OS and of course Linux system. It's of course available for most of popular architectures. This tool is used from console, so it's not dependent on any graphical user interface library. And the main advantage of this tool is that it's compatible with a lot of popular cloud protocols. It can mount local file systems, virtual file systems, cloud file systems, so that you can work with them as if it is local folder. Because it supports all main file operations like copy, sync, move, check, mount, throw, and it has a really huge list of supported services. You can see some of them on screen. It, for example, supports Amazon Cloud, Dropbox Cloud, of course FTP connections, Google Cloud, Google Drive, and even Google Photos service. But with Google Photos, you need to pay attention that all files which are uploaded to Google Photos Cloud will be uncompressed, and it will of course use space, which is limited in Google Photos by 15 gigs. So you will need to compress them manually from Google Photos interface. Mail.ru Cloud also supported Mega Cloud, which is interesting service which can give a lot of storage for good price. Of course, Microsoft OneDrive supported personal accounts and business accounts also. Nextcloud, OpenDrive, some crypto services also supported, like SIA storage, so it supports really a huge number of services. And now let's take a look at this tool. For example, if we run this tool without any parameters, it just shows us help with all arguments available. Of course, we need to configure it first, because it doesn't have any default cloud services connected. So we are typing rclone config, and this tool asks us what we are going to do. So if we don't have any remotes, we need to create a new remote. For example, we press N for new, and it asks us for name. For example, it will be test remote. And now it asks us to select which service we are going to use. For example, let's choose Secure Shell, but of course we can use any cloud service. Or possibly let's use, I even don't know, what about Google Photos? For example, let's press 18. We need just to type a number of service. Client ID, it recommends us to leave it blank. Also, client secret, we need to leave empty. Read only, if we wanna use our cloud service just for reading, we can leave it read only, but let's try false. And advanced config, maybe not needed. By default we're using auto configuration, and now we will have request in our browser async. And yeah, Google asks us for authorizing application. We can set up checkbox with access and continue, and we see success, all done. And it shows us that Google Photos will be stored uncompressed, so it will use space in Google account. So it's yes, and it shows us token, expiration time, and asks if we wanted to save it or edit something. Let's press yes. And now we have one remote, so we can now edit it, delete, rename, copy, but we just quit. And now with this Rclone tool we can view content of our remote. Let's for example let's for example list directories in our new remove. Don't forget about typing this symbol after name of remove. And as you can see, there are a few folders like album, feature, media, upload, and if we wanna see our albums, we need to set the folder album. Now this request will take a little longer, but as we can see, we've got a list of all our albums on Google Photo Service, and of course we can mount this folder. And let's also take a look how it works in Linux system. For example, let's mount folder from Google Drive service. We will need a few tabs, so let's open screen. In my Linux system, Rclone tool has alias, so I type Rclone and in your case you will have standard name Rclone most times. So let's type mount. For example, let's try this. Okay, our folder is mounted, so let's make another tab. And let's take a look with MC File Manager. Let's make our window bigger. And let's take a look at MNT TMP6 folder. Let's wait till it opens. And of course, we see here some list of folders. And if we open one, we will see our photos. When using MC in a Linux system with Rclone mounted folders, you can see some artifacts on screen, but it's not a big problem because mounted folders works correctly. And of course, if we are using Google Photos mounted folder, you cannot copy files which are not images or not videos. If you try to upload such file, you will get error that uploading file is impossible. So as you can see, Rclone is a powerful tool which allows us to work with a lot of types of remote file systems. Thank you for your attention. Bye.